Going further, another category there, then what is instruction? Then we talked about teaching, we talked about learning. So these, you must understand that this teaching, it has got its own definition and what it is all about. Learning, it has got its own definition and what it's all about. Now we're going to the third one. The third one basically is instruction. What is instruction? What are the instructions? Somebody must follow rules, isn't it? Rules. What are the procedures and so on? So instruction they are given, meaning that they tell you the steps you are supposed to do the certain things. Failure to which he will punish you. Okay? So instruction is a subset of teaching. So it's part and parcel of teaching process. Okay? Because within the teaching process, you remember we talk about the transferring of the knowledge. So meaning as we are transferring the knowledge, the instructions that are supposed to be followed by learners to achieve the goal of learning. So we are saying instruction is a subset of teaching. Okay? So teachers in their effort to assist learners acquire new knowledge, they acquire skills, they acquire attitudes, to do asking questions, okay? They form the order, all right? So these are instructions that they are given. The educator provide, instructions. They provide the knowledge and the skills, and then they ask the students. So learners could be asked to follow certain steps. For example, maybe you are carrying a lab analysis. You want to carry out a lab analysis on certain chemicals. You might, the educator may need to provide instructions on how to do the test itself. They might know, the students must know the steps, okay? The steps that students must follow in order to do the test. For example, maybe identification of the test to be done. 2, the materials to be used, the reagents to be used, and how much each reagent is supposed to be used in the lab procedures. So these steps, they must arrive at a particular point. So the teacher provide, so as educators, you are supposed to provide instructions to the learners, and so that they follow this. And these are what we call instructions. And this is part and parcel of the sub of teaching. Okay. Like learners could be asked to follow certain steps. They follow certain steps, but these instructions, they must be clearly outlined. Because if the instructions are not clearly outlined, as I was giving an example on the lab, lab test, okay? So if the instructions from the educator or from the provider were not clearly followed or are not clear, then that can land a problem by the learners. They can kill the learners, initiatives. They can make also students not to like the course because the procedures were not properly done. So in the lab test, there are procedures that are done, and these must be done by experienced and skillful educators to provide that kind of instruction or order. Okay.